Hey guys, Bazzy back here, and it is time for episode 14 of our Calgary Flames franchise mode here in NHL 24. And in today's video, we have a big one. We will be matching up with our province rivals, the Edmonton Oilers, in the first round of the Stanley Cup playoffs. Here's just a quick look at what our team is looking like heading into the playoffs. I don't think I made any real line changes here from the last video, just a refresher if you guys didn't need it. Defensively, again, same thing I want to say. Yeah, nothing here has changed on the defense, and once again, Dustin Wolf is our goalie. So I think we have a pretty good team for the most part. We are definitely on the up. We're a younger team, but let's go and take a look at the Oilers here quick. Our opponent here in the first round. So Edmonton is still a very good team in this with Draisaitl and McDavid. They still have the two-headed monster there. They still have Zach Hyman, who's playing good. Even Malkin's putting up 60 points a year for them. They got a very solid team. Defensively, Evan Bouchard at a 91, basically a point per game defenseman. That's always going to sim very well. Outside of that, the depth is good. And in net, Stuart Skinner is still their goalie. So it is going to be a very tough matchup here in round number 1. Again, just like all my playoff episodes, if we are eliminated early, I am just going to have a black screen playing at the end just to avoid spoilers. But with that being said, let's jump into the episode here and get the playoffs underway. Game number 1 in Edmonton. Let's go. First period, 1-1. Wolski and McDavid. Tie game after 1. Second period, still tied, 3-3. Tejagin and Philip Deneau for us. Right off the bat, Rantanen opens up the scoring, 4-3 for the Flames. Come on, guys. We are getting outshot, not by a ton. Connor McDavid ties it up. And Jake Bean, just like that. The Oilers love their third period comebacks in this game. They always sim really good against us too, especially in the slow sims. But Michael Backlund coming in clutch with a huge last 3-minute goal. Just gonna sim overtime here. Who is gonna be the winner? And Matthew Coronado wins it for us, 6-5 Calgary in game number 1. So there's a look at your 3 stars. That is a huge way to take the first game. Definitely did not want to drop that one. I want to keep an eye on the plus minuses here in the playoffs. I want to make sure nothing's getting too out of hand here with the team. Again, it's just one game for now, but we'll just keep an eye on that over the series and over the course of our hopeful run here. So win the first game in Edmonton. Can we take 2 in Edmonton? Let's find out. First period, 1-0 Oilers. Eric Robinson of all people. Second period, 2-1 Flames. James Hagens for us and Anders Lee for us. That is a much better second. And Tejagin on the power play, followed right up by Connor McDavid. Have a 3-2 lead here in the third. Power play for the Oilers goes nowhere. And Tejagin adds another one. That is his third goal, I want to say, here in 2 games in the playoffs. He has been unreal. And just like that, Philip Deneau, 5-2. That should put game number 2 out of reach. So 2-0 here, Flames early in the series. That is what you love to see. Again, looking at plus minus here quickly. Dickinson a +2, Lee, Iginla with his 2 goals. Hagens was a -2. Again, it's nothing too concerning, just 2 games into the playoffs. I think we can continue on since we are winning here. So we are headed back home to Calgary with a 2-0 series lead. This is looking really good. Let's just keep it up. Don't take our foot off the gas. First period, 1-0 Oilers. Leon Draisaitl gets his first of the series. Second period, still 1-0 Edmonton. So we are still very much in this game, but we need a goal here quick to tie it. Come on, guys. We are about halfway through the third period, and it's 2-0 Edmonton, the Nuge. But Wolski gets us right back on the board with about 10 minutes left. We are still a 1-goal game here late in the third period. We will need a hero here very soon. 2 minutes, 1 minute. And Mikko Rantanen, with 20 seconds left, ties this game at 2. Again, I'm just going to sim overtime. Whatever happens, happens. Do we have a winner? And we do not. Gregory Denisenko puts it past Dustin Wolf for the 3-2 Oilers win in overtime. That's a tough one, but let's just keep on going, guys. Rantanen, another -2. He has not had the best playoffs, at least plus-minus wise early on, but I think it's fine to just continue once again as Huberdeau goes down with a pulled groin. That's not great. Who do we have that can replace him? I guess let's just move Deneau to third line center. And then who do we have scratched? Dickinson? Yeah, he can definitely slot in on that fourth line. He had a very good regular season in that same role. You probably want to get him off the power play here. Just make a quick swap with... Let's go Iginla. He's been playing so good these playoffs. Putting up a ton of huge goals for us, so keep rolling with him. So series is at 2-1 now for us. Again, another home game. Let's take this 3-1 heading back to Edmonton. First period, 4-1 Oilers. Not great. It's not a good start. Second period is 6-1. I'm just going to sim it. 7-1 final. Series just like that is tied at 2. The road team has won every single game in this series. Take a look at the stats here through 4 games. Sorry leading the way. Ginla's doing great. Rantanen's a -6. Well, come on, you're supposed to be our best player. Hagen's a -5. Krause a -4. Man, there's a little bit of concern here in some parts of the lineup. And Dustin Wolf with a 4 goals against average. Really don't want to turn to Ned. We'll have to see. I'm going to leave Wolf in for now. Who knows, that might be the wrong decision, but I guess we'll find out. Hagens, you got to get off that top line away from Rantanen. Just hasn't worked out in the playoffs. Should we move Wolski up? Give him a shot? Actually, let's move Ginla up. Yeah, I think. He's been playing just so good in these playoffs. A ton of huge goals. Krause can go down. He's had a rough start. And then let's get Solovyov in for Brandstrom because he's been like a -3 for us. Outside of that, is there anything else we really want to mess with here heading into game number 5? I don't know. Lee's been alright. Yeah, the fourth line hasn't been an issue so far. I think we're fine there. I guess let's just continue on. Let's get into game number 5 of the first round here against the Oilers. Need a big win here to restore our lead. First period, 1-0 Flames. Anders Lee puts one past Stuart Skinner. Second period, still 1-0. We're getting outshot pretty decently. Come on, guys. Power play here. 5-on-3. 5-on-4 again. Goes nowhere. Oilers get the power play now. Goes nowhere for them as well. Just under the halfway mark of this period. Still a 1-0 lead here in the third. Can we hold out 1 minute? And just like that. It's not how you expected it, but the Calgary Flames shut out the Edmonton Oilers 1-0 here in game number 5. So that is huge right there. We restore our series lead and we put the Oilers to the brink of elimination here in the first round. The question is, can we finish them off? As Jonathan Huberdeau is back, gonna leave him out for now. He had a rough regular season when it comes to plus-minus and all that stuff. We need good defensive players in right now. Maybe for Game 7. First period of Game number 6, 1-0. Mikko Rantanen gets on the board early on the power play. 2-3 for the Flames after 2. Coronado and Iginla get goals for us, but Nuge right away in the third ties this game up at 3. The Oilers love their third period comebacks. What can I say? Still 3-3 here in the third. Power play for the Flames goes nowhere. Come on, guys. Let's get a goal late here. Let's end it. Connor Zary does just that, but Bouchard, he ties it up at 4 just like a minute later. Overtime once a game in game number 6. Just going to sim it once again. And of course, the Nuge ends it. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins 5-4 Oilers winning game 6. We have a game number 7 here in round 1. Couldn't have wrote up the story any better. Again, Rantanen, another big minus night for him. Supposed to be our best player. Hasn't been, at least when it comes to defense-wise, early on. But Game 7. Again, let's look at these stats here, see if there's any other changes we want to make to the lineup here heading into a winner-take-all game. So once again, Zary leading the way still. Iginla right behind him, second in scoring. Rantanen, a -8. He has 5 points, but a -8. Come on, that's just not good. Huberdeau, we definitely got to get him into the lineup. He's actually been okay this postseason, so we'll get him back in there for sure. Kraus has just been a non-factor. Brandstrom. Wolves played a little bit better the last couple of games. Again, obviously a 1-0 shutout is going to help your numbers quite a bit. But, I don't know. Let's go make some changes here, and then it's time for Game 7. So, Huberdeau definitely has to get back into the lineup. Dickinson, you can come out for this game number 7. We will get Huberdeau right back in there. He's had a decent playoff. Again, I think we'll just put Dino back on that 4th line center, and then we'll just kind of move everything around as to how we had it. Other than that, the 4th line actually has been playing pretty good. Kraus with his -4, that's just not good enough. What else do we want to do here? Let's maybe move... Huberdeau's not a center, definitely. So let's swap him with Wolski for now. Wolski's not a center either, but he has better face-offs, I believe. Yeah, 79. He can play center. That's totally okay. And Kraus, honestly, you've been such a non-factor. You're going down to the 4th line. Anders Lee, you can get his ice time on the 3rd. You're still alright. Yeah, I don't know. Just kind of throwing everything at the wall here and seeing what will stick. Wolf, you gotta give us a great performance here in game number 7. But there's only one way to find out what's gonna happen. Let's jump into it. Let's go. Game 7 versus the Oilers in Edmonton. First period, 0-0. Very close period in shots. No goal scoring. Second period is 2-0 Calgary. Tij Aginla and Matthew Coronado get on the board for the Flames. That is a great start to the second. Come on, guys. Just get a couple more goals and we should be good. Vander Kane, though, he gets one, and just like that, the game is tied. Zach Hyman, 2-2 Oilers. But Tij Aginla on the power play, 3-2. The kid is getting us right back, but Gregory Denisenko, come on. Sam Dickinson, 4-3 Oilers. What is going on in this third period? 1 minute, 2, and there you go. Just like that, the Calgary Flames somehow survived to knock out the Oilers 4-3. What a wild third period. Goals going in like crazy, the back and forth. But we somehow managed to hang on and take this game. Aginla, the first star, he had 2 goals on the night. He has been insane during this playoff run. You love to see that. Again, let's just take a quick look at the stats here after round 1. See if there's anything else we want to do here heading into our round 2 matchup. Aginla, 9 points in 7 games. That's really, really good. Outside of that, Hagen's had a rough first round too. He's a -5. And Brandstrom there still is -3. So definitely some stuff we can work on here heading into round number 2. The question is, who are we going to be facing in round number 2? We will be facing the Vancouver Canucks in the second round of the playoffs. Go take a look at their team here quick before we start the sim. So Vancouver, what are you looking like? You actually have a pretty solid squad here. A lot of X Factors, a lot of guys in that mid to high 80 range. Frondell, a young player, 5th overall. Defensively, you still have Quinn Hughes at a 93. Again, there's another point per game defenseman, just like Bouchard. But yeah, this is another very good team. Still have Demko in the crease, putting up a 923 saves, so it's not by any means going to be easy here. But in all fairness, we did say that against the Oilers as well. So let's go. Let's jump into game number 1 of the second round against the Canucks. First period is 0-0. Second period is 1-0 Vancouver. Jared McCann, the trade deadline acquisition for them. I think they traded 2 firsts for him, something like that. Gets Vancouver on the board. So shots are very close to being even here. 10 minutes left, Vancouver on the power play, but we do kill it. 5 minutes left, still 1-0 Canucks. Come on, guys, let's get on the board here late. Power play. And Vancouver holds on to shut out the Flames by a score of 1-0. Wolf played really good, making 25 saves, but unfortunately, Demko just outdueled him tonight. And Brewster goes down. That's not great. He hasn't had the best postseason, so I guess for now we'll just get Eric Brandstrom back in there. He hasn't done great either, but that was when they were playing together. I'll give him a shot on that third pairing. So, just one game. We still have lots of time here. Wasn't a blowout. It was a very close game. Jump in here to game number 2. First period, 1-0 Canucks. Elias Pettersson gets them on the board. And it is 4-0 Canucks. Come on, guys. Just sim the third. 3-6. We get a couple of goals, but just not looking good here early. So Poirier -3. Rantanen again, another -2. I'm really scared to look at his plus-minus here. It just seems like it's getting worse every game. But yeah, that's not great. As Rasmus Anderson goes down. Wonderful. So there goes one of our best defensemen. And yeah, we'll have to call up someone. I guess it's going to have to be Markkanen, our top pick in the AHL. I think he actually grew to an 81 now, so he's going to come in. He's going to play some huge minutes here in the playoffs. He's going to have to be relied upon, but we're going to have to be relying on him very soon in the future too. So Markkanen, let's get you in the lineup. First ever playoff hockey. You only played like 24 games this year. I don't know why you're in the shootout. Let's just make that change here quick. But he is going to be eating a lot of ice time here in the playoffs. Let's see if he can handle it. Iginla, he hasn't done anything in this round so far. Let's just switch him with Wolski. Do we want to maybe move Hagens up, give him another chance? Huberdeau has actually been good so far. Yeah, I don't know. Just these small lineup changes that hopefully will spark something. Like Kraus. I can't even put Kraus on that third line. 1 assist, 9 games, -6. That's horrible. Outside of that, I don't know. Okay, let's just get this guy in the AHL here. Substitute that in. Ryan Markley, legend, you can get in there. And outside of that, let's just continue on, I guess. We need to win this game here, otherwise it's 3-0 Canucks in the series, and I don't like our chances at that point. Let's come out here. Let's have a great first period. Let's go, guys. 1-0 Canucks. Filip Hronek puts one past Dustin Wolf. After 2, it is 3-2 Canucks, each team getting 2 goals. Hagens and Rantanen for us. Right off the draw, Lindholm in the third puts the Canucks up by a score of 4-2. Come on, guys. We're just getting outplayed in every aspect so far. We just need to come out here, score some goals, play our game. Come on. 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute, and just like that, the Vancouver Canucks have a 3-0 series lead here in round number 2. Definitely just hasn't gone our way. Uyghur is a -3, Dickinson -2. Just not great, unfortunately. So we are on the brink of elimination, and we have to win 4 straight games here, otherwise we will not move on. So don't love our odds here, but it is an EA video game. You never know with this, so just mess up this lineup like crazy. Let's throw anything at the wall, see what happens. Rantanen, you're -9. Can't move you down to the third, but you're not getting top line ice time anymore. Ginla will move up with you. Outside of that, Uyghur, Dickinson, let's break those guys up. Markkanen, you're getting top pairing defensive minutes here. You're eating a lot of ice time here, but we're going to trust you here in a potential elimination game. It's been better than what we are dealing with. So game number 4, can we fight to survive? Let's just take it one game at a time. First period, 1-1. Dickinson and Filip Hronek get their teams on the board. 2-1 for the Flames. Coronado gives us the lead. Come on, guys, let's just hold it. Let's add another goal or 2, and then we'll just take it one game at a time. 2-1 Flames here. 3-1 Flames. Coronado with another one. That is huge, but the Canucks come right back. Jonathan Lekkerimäki. About 5 minutes left in the period, have a 1-goal lead. We bring out shot pretty heavily by the Canucks, but just like that, Dickinson adds the empty netter, and we do survive and take game number 4. So we avoid the potential sweep, which is good. Once again, you just got to take it one game at a time. That's all you got to look at it. There's a much better effort from the team. Markkanen playing top pairing minutes obviously wasn't too bad for us. Let's just continue on here. Game 5, let's just roll out the same lines. It worked last game. Let's see if it'll work again. First period, 2-1 Canucks. Brandstrom Hronek and McCann get goals in the first. Second period is still 2-1. So we need a hero here in the third. Come on, guys. Vancouver power play. We do kill it. We're being outshot pretty heavily once again here. 10 minutes left. Another Vancouver power play. And Elias Lindholm. Who was that took that penalty? Come on. Rantanen and Uyghur. But Flames. Get a goal here with 2 minutes left. Come on. Huberdeau. 1 minute. And just like that, the Calgary Flames unfortunately are eliminated in the second round of the playoffs here by the Vancouver Canucks. You know, honestly, for the season that we had, getting past the Oilers, all that stuff, just barely squeaking into the playoffs, it's not the worst result. I would have maybe expected a little bit more out of some of our top guys like a Hagens or a Rantanen. They didn't do great, at least Rantanen plus minus wise. Hagen, same kind of idea, but even Uyghur there was a -5, but it was pretty good. We at least made it out of the first round. It's something to improve upon going forward. Goaltending wise, Wolf pulled his numbers around a little bit, still not great. Also, unfortunately, Ginla didn't put up a point in the second round after putting up 9 and 7. Didn't put up a point in the remaining 5. So, I don't know. We'll have to see how these guys grow over the course of the summer. Is there any extensions we want to do right now? Kraus doesn't even want to come back. Deneau, I'm not too sure on. Poirier, what would you want? You're probably going to want a lot. Yeah. I'll wait on him for now. Got like Dickinson. Like we could do that, but just probably better off waiting at this point. Outside of that, there's no one here I'm really too interested in. Goaltending wise, same thing. So I guess we're probably good just to sim up to the draft. We'll end today's video and then get everything set up for the next episode. It'll be an off-season draft and free agency episode. So let's continue on here. Let's see who will win the 2027 Stanley Cup. Carolina Hurricanes fire their coach and the Toronto Maple Leafs finally get it done. They are your Stanley Cup champions for this year. Capitals win the draft lottery, followed by the Ottawa Senators and the New York Islanders. So a quick look at everything going on there. Retired players, who do we have in this class? Claude Giroux, Blake Wheeler, Zach Parise, Jeff Carter, Ryan O'Reilly, some big names, Pietrangelo there. Starting to retire, Jonathan Quick, Cam Talbot, Varlamov, Markstrom, our former goalie. Some bigger names in net also starting to retire here. Some scouts coming in. Getting everything ready for the draft. Take a look at the playoff tree here. So the Toronto Maple Leafs beat the Dallas Stars in 7 games to win the Stanley Cup. Canucks did fall to the Stars in 7, so that would have been our matchup if we would have won. But there's a quick look at the playoff tree for you guys. So I'm not too sure what draft pick actually we have here. I know we still have our first round pick in this draft, but who is available and what pick will that be? Being a early second round exit. So it's pick number 19. That's actually better than I was thinking. Who would be available at 19? Landon DuPont will be the top player drafted this year. So right around here, this Howard Strome guy is actually kind of interesting. 2 years away. Pretty good stats. Could be medium elite. Outside of that, I know I made a lot of these guys. It's the last year of my created players in the draft. There's a lot of just medium top 4, top 6 guys. This Hornquist guy, he's made up. NHL ready. So he'll be like one of our other defensemen. Like a Markkanen. He'll be similar to that, I'm assuming. Outside of that, nothing too crazy. So we do have some options here at the draft of trading up or even just staying at our pick. But with that all being said, I think that is going to do it for today's episode. Once again, just letting you guys know I am going to extend the video just a little bit just to try and avoid some spoilers. Friend of the channel, Data, does that as well in his series, and I've always really liked the idea of it, so if you see an extra 10-15 minutes tacked on, you will know why. But that is going to do it for today's episode. Like I said, next episode we'll be going through the draft and free agency, and it will be a lot of fun setting up this team for next season. But until then, I'll see you all in the next video.